Hey, can you sit your little Shih Tzu butt still for 2 seconds? Can you do it? A whole 2 seconds. That's all I ask. No tongue for 2 seconds. Didn't think so. Hold on, you got a piece of hair stuck on your foot. Not sure whose hair it is, but quit. Be good girl. Do you know how? I don't think you know how. I'll just wait just a minute here and give some people some time to hop on while I fight with my little poop head here. Ew. I want to call her a poodle, but she's not a poodle. I always call her a poodle butt, but she's not part poodle. She's Shih Tzu and Chihuahua and completely naughty. Like 100% naughty. That's what Callie is. Yeah. 100% naughty. Yeah, you. I don't know. You got a good bone in your body or not. Hey, will you get down? Down. Back up a minute. Callie, Marie, stop it. Oh, ornery dog. She's cute, but she's ornery. Naughty fart. Thank you, Deborah. She is full grown and ornery as can be. I think she's. You never know by her behavior, but she's. See, Bella's 12, so Callie's 11 here. She's an 11-year-old ornery fart. Apparently, no one's told her she's 11. Yeah, no one told you were 11, huh? Fart. Yeah. Yeah. Ty's watching you be naughty. Okay, you little poop. Down you go. Okay. So. I don't know, I was going to go on a little earlier, but then, I got back from town a little later than I expected, and then, I was hot from being in town. Let me see here. I think I'm on both. One sec. Close other. Facebook. Do I not have YouTube bookmarked? That's weird. Okay, so I should be live on both YouTube and Facebook. Should be, being the word I used. Hi, Terry. Hi, Wanda. Thank you for sprinkling, Wanda. Okay. I'm not used to the whole YouTube thing yet. Okay, yeah, it's live on YouTube. And clearly I'm not muted. There we go. Don't want to hear that talking in the background. Okay, so I kind of have a couple different ideas. Let me move my phone case out of the way. Okay. So I have this cute cow. This is a printable. I'm assuming it came from Etsy. I think Cheryl sent that one to me. Hi, Veronica. It is adorable. So yesterday, I did not realize this until this morning, and I have no idea why it happened, but there are some people who I send notifications out that I'm live on through Messenger, and I sent it out. I didn't send it out right away. I sent it out later, like halfway through the craft. I didn't think of it. And then this morning, I had a couple people messaging me and saying, I can't find you. It says you're live right now. Or I got this message saying you're live right now, but you're not live. I can't find you anywhere. And I said, well, where did the message come to you? And they said, Messenger. And I said, I sent that last night. For some reason, who knows why, Facebook waited a whole 12 hours before they actually sent my message to like 6 people. Because I sent it all like in a row, and it waited to send all of them at one time. 12 hours later. Not sure why. It was weird. Believe me, I was confused. It's like, I'm usually not up that early. Unless I'm doing a event, I'm not up that early to do a craft. I might be awake that early, but usually not awake enough to do a craft. But yeah, I don't get it. It's weird. Oh, you got it too, Veronica? I don't understand it. I've been doing it every single time, and for whatever reason, it decided to send it 12 hours later. Who knows? It's one of those things that you kind of never know why it does the things it does. Okay. So let me copy my link really quick. Why did I click on that? Give me a link for this one. Close. This one might not give me a link yet. Oh, there it is. Like I said, I'm not too used to not Facebook, YouTube at the moment. Okay. So yeah, I think Cheryl gave me this one. I was gonna say I found the scissors from last night, and then I sat them down and lost them again. How do I want to do this? Okay. Do I have one of those here is the question. Seriously? I keep picking up the same thing over and over, thinking that's what I'm looking for. Oh. Well, duh. Thought I had a full one. No, I have 2 empty ones. Okay, do I have water? I think I have a squirt bottle, so I could squirt the dogs if I needed it. If not, I might just tear it. So this is one of those water brush thingies from Dollar Tree. So you fill this bottom part with water, and then you twist this off, fill that with water. And by the way, it screws in the opposite way, on and off, and then you brush around it, and it lets you remove the pieces. You can also do it with a paintbrush, but my paintbrush, or my water has soap in it, and I don't want that on it. Oh, here it is. I'll just say I'm glad I'm wearing or have a blanket on my legs, because chances of me not spilling this when I'm pouring something out of a big bottle into a little tube or... Okay, why are you not going in? It formed a bubble and it didn't want to go in. Okay, do I have to do this for every little thing? That is weird. If that's the case, I might be trying to squirt it in. Yeah, I am. I'm better off squirting it in than actually putting it in through the hole. Okay, that's nice to know. Okay, that was strange. Oh my goodness, I can't get used to this whole screwing it the opposite way. So yeah, this came from Dollar Tree. If I remember right, it came in a thing of 2. Clean water up on my computer. And so we're gonna move that. So this part just pulls off. And then you just squeeze it and get some water on the brush. So this is what you would want to do if you don't want like an extremely crisp, clean edge. But then you're also going to want to, if there's a lot of white, I'm going to just cut off some of the extra just to get it out of my way. But I'm not going to cut like directly right up to it. I've done it with a paintbrush before. I've never actually used one of these things. Just don't squeeze it directly over your the top of it, or you're gonna make your ink smear. At least it's only booting me out of one thing. Okay. So it leaves those kind of feathered looking edges. But if you don't have one of these, use a paintbrush and clean water that does not have soap in it. Don't know if Cheryl's gonna be with Cheryl's Farmhouse DIY. I don't know if she's gonna be able to hop on tonight or not to watch the live because she was having some stormy weather, it seems like. Hi, Tammy. Her and her husband were gonna go live today earlier, and he sings some Christian songs. They usually try it on like religious songs. They usually try to do it on like Saturday, but it was stormy, and so they couldn't do it then either. Well, she was having storms again today too. It was pretty toasty today. I think what I saw was like 90, or not 90. 90s next week, but it was like 87 was what my car said. And then my phone said the same thing. A few little spots here that are still a little damp, so I can pull a little more. But if you got to a spot where you don't want to go any further, then you can always dry it with the hair dryer or your blow dryer, heat tool, whatever you have. Hey Ty, I have a quick question for you. I don't know if you'll know this, but Chad might. Is there like a curfew for kids in this town? I'm just curious if there's a curfew for kids here. There used to be an Athena. I knew there was an Athena. I didn't know if there was here. Just wondered. Okay. Yeah, they kind of do what they want in Athena too, but they did what they wanted while there was a curfew for them. I'm not sure what they're doing up at the school, but that's what they were doing, was heading by the school. In between our house and the gym. At like midnight or 1 in the morning, something like that. Last night. I think in Athena, the weekends have like a later time than during the week or something, but thought I opened that, I guess not. My Bindi deserted me tonight. She's snuggled next to Bella on a blanket. So I would not suggest doing this if you print this out on tissue paper. I would not suggest doing it on tissue paper. Unless you are very, very careful and do not do it very close. You could try like wetting a corner of your tissue paper to see how far it goes in. I just don't know how much it would soak it up. Just like if you did it on a napkin, you might want to test it out on like a spare piece or something before you do it on the piece that you're actually wanting to use it on. Oh, I wanted that quicker or closer. Yeah. Yeah, I just know Athena had a set curfew for all kids and they couldn't be out without an adult or something after a certain time. I just noticed I had one spot that was not as close as the rest. I don't have fingernails, so if you have fingernails, you can grab onto it easier when you're kind of trying to get really close up, but okay. Yeah, just make sure when you try to unscrew these that you unscrew them the opposite way that you would normally screw something on and off. Because you would not believe how long I kept trying to unscrew it the correct way. It's like, why isn't this working? Okay, so I haven't decided what color I want this yet. Let me see here. What do I want to do? Okay, so I'm going to use that for something. So I don't have a word decided yet that I want to use. Oh, hold on. I forgot to send that song. Oh, I so did not spell. Oh, there it is. There we go. Now we'll see if it actually gets to her tonight or tomorrow. Let's see here. We have hazelnuts. What did I paint that on? I haven't really used hazelnut on much of anything, but it's really pretty. Sorry, little poop, you can't get up here. Okay, I'm gonna have to clean that out when I get done. Not sure why it's so messy for not using it. So I have hazelnut I can use, or well, I could. Just trying to think here. You know what? I'm gonna try that color. If I don't like it, I can always paint the back side of it something else. So this is just one of the Dollar Tree circles. That you find in the Crafter Square section. Which I don't know if your guys has been having them or not. I haven't actually seen any of these in any of the ones in our area. I can't talk tonight. For a while now, actually. Hi, Marianne. So either you got my message that I just sent you, or you noticed that I was on. One or the other. Because the ones I sent out yesterday did not go out at the correct time. And I didn't even think at the time of asking Veronica because she got hers since you were on here. But you were on before I ever sent it, so I think I just hit the button if I have it. Oh, ow. My poor foot. Oh, darn. I forgot to change my shirt. I'm still wearing the same shirt that I wore to church, so I need to be extra careful. I can always zip up my jacket in just a minute. I just happened to see the flower on it and thought, oh no. The day I did that event, I just kept thinking to myself, oh no, I hope I don't get paint on my nice shirt. I like this brown. I'm not sure if Anne's made it home yet or not. I'm thinking these circles were like 12-inch or maybe a little bigger than 12-inch. Oh, come on. I don't want a piece of the brush hair in there. This one's wanting to shed on me. Just trying to get some of the spots that had a little different coloring, and there's a Callie here. Ornery little Callie. Hey, I'm just surprised she didn't come back over to me wanting up. Tammy, you better not be on a table in there. Oh my goodness, my brother's cat likes to get in trouble. And she loves to do it when I'm not in the room because she knows I can't get in there quickly enough to actually correct her or catch her. Okay, there's another piece of brush. There we go. Sometimes when the brushes start shedding, it can be a pain. And I'm just going to go around the sides really quick. Can't remember for sure if I said hi, but hi, Marianne. I think I did. My goodness, when I was in town today, I had a car that almost hit me. I was just leaving town and I was halfway across a crosswalk and this car who had a stoplight or stop sign decided to turn while I was there in the way, and I had to slam my brakes on, and I honked at him, and they had to swerve into another lane because they were that close to me. But I don't think they were paying attention because I honestly don't think they even saw me there. People just don't pay enough attention. Okay, I need to bite my fingers. And then I kind of need to go back over the sections that I held it with my hand because now I see fingerprints. Some spots that weren't dry enough really for me to hold on in those sections, but it's okay. I've kind of been wanting to see what this color looked like because on something, because one of my aunts was wanting to, actually Anne, she was wanting I still need to order them, but she was wanting me to find some large horses for her two little granddaughters to paint that they can hang on their wall. And so I've been trying to kind of think about like colors that would be good for horses, and like what they could use for like um trying to find like ribbon that could be used for like the mane and stuff like that. Um and then I came across this color and I thought, oh my goodness, this would be pretty for a horse. Um Pretty sure there are actual horses that are this color, or close to this color. Um but I was just trying to think of what colors, because she told me, she's like, well, like find paints and the paint colors and stuff for it, but I kind of wanted to see what colors would kind of look the best, and then maybe paint it on wood or something, and so they could see, and then they could pick what color, instead of having to her having to buy like all the different paint colors. But she was wanting to do that for them so they could hang it on their walls. And honestly, if they're gonna put them on their bedroom wall, they could I could look for letters and they could put their names on them too. But there's a place called that you can order cutouts from online. Um, I like to get some from Woodpecker Crafts, but um, they don't have large enough ones for that. Um, but they have a place called 24-Hour Crafts, and they have a bunch of different wood cutouts. And they had like horses running, horses just standing still, and then they had a couple different kinds. I can't remember what the other ones were, but they had some other options too. And I had already showed her the different ones that they had, and she picked one out. So I just need to get it ordered one of these days. But looking at this color, it would be pretty on one. And I think I even have some ribbon that would work good. Kind of like we use on the mermaid hair for that red hair. It's the same type of fabric, or not fabric, ribbon, or oh my goodness, yarn. I'll get it right one of these times. But it's the same type of yarn, and so but then honestly, you could use just any kind of yarn that's kind of braided, and if you unbraid it, then you can have kind of wavy. Like Dollar Tree has this now. It's macrame cord, and they have it in this gray, this light gray, and then they have it in this dark gray, and then they have white. It almost looks black, but I'm pretty sure it's a dark gray. Um, and these you could easily untwist and use for like hair for something. A lot of those yarns you can just unwrap, and it has a curly look to it. You know, I'm actually really wanting to almost pull out my fall stuff. Um, Cheryl was doing some. She's crafted twice with pumpkins, and it was really wanting me to pull out my pumpkins because I love doing the fall crafting and stuff. And it's like all these ideas were just going through my head, like, oh, I could do this and this and this. I made some uh, scarecrows last year. I'll have to do a live showing how to make them. Out of the I can't get it right away, but like they're palette forms. They're the flatter like palette boards from Dollar Tree. Kind of look like this, but they're a lot smaller. And I made scarecrows out of them. And I made 3 different ones. Um, and I used raffia for the hair. And for the girl one, I braided raffia. And I honestly don't remember if I braided it first or braided it after and then put it on. I think I glued it on, and I think I thought of braiding it after I had already glued it on. And believe me, braiding it and not having anyone to hold it still for me was not an easy task. I think my brother was at work that day. Otherwise, I could have just asked him to hold it for me while I braided it, and he would have. But I'm pretty sure he was at work that day. Don't want to do that. Right, so I'm have it a little too close, and it's trying to make my paint bubble. So if you catch it quick enough, you can run your finger across it and smooth it out. And it has a little different look, but it doesn't look as bad. So I want to see how it looks this way. Because I do have another idea too. That if I don't quite like it, if I think it's too dark, I can always do either, well, I don't think crackle. I could do a chippy look is what I could do. If it looks too dark, I could do a chippy look. And I do want to do something in a chippy look at some point so that I can show you how to do it. I'm not going to mess with that right now. But we'll do it later. Okay, so that's the color that turned out. It's a really pretty color. It looks prettier in person than in the video. The video makes it look a little darker for some reason. So, I mean, I could do that. Or I could do a chippy look, and I could I don't have Vaseline in here, so I would do the chippy look with, if I did it, I would do it with candle wax and rub it on here, and then do a coat of probably a white paint or something over the top, and then dry it, and then scrape off the extra. So we could either leave it this way or do the chippy look. So what do you guys think would look the best? Well, I cleaned the rest of that paint off my hand. Let me ask it this way. Who wants to see how to do it chippy? Who knows what chippy actually is? I was going to say, do you guys actually know what I'm talking about? Okay, Wanda says chippy. That's kind of what I was leaning towards. So you can go to Dollar Tree and you can get sometimes a pretty good package of these. I don't know why, but they had 2 separate packages with different names on them. And like one of them they were the same price, of course, because it's Dollar Tree. And they all looked at the exact same almost, but they were 2 different brands. And they were selling at the same time, and like one had more than the other in it. Like one had twice the amount in it than the other did. I'm not sure why. But you can use this. If you don't have this, you can use one of the candle sticks. If you have, all you have to do is, if this is kind of bent in ways, just kind of push it out. And just to let you know, this is actually the first time I've ever done this. So, I've done crackle before, but never chippy. But I've seen it done. So, all you're going to do is take your candle wax. Be careful if you're using a small one, because when you get too far down there, you do have that metal piece. And if you get too close to that metal piece, you could scrape your project. So all you're going to do is you're going to take your wax and you're just going to kind of put it in different spots. So actually, this is just going to make it look like the cow's it's on a cow or a spotted background like the cow is spotted. Is basically what it's going to look like. Now, I don't know if you can do this, but I don't necessarily see. I think I saw someone maybe do it once. You might be able to get away with doing 2 different colors. Like if you were to start with your darkest color first, maybe, and then do it again. I'm not sure. I thought I saw someone do that once, but maybe not. That is a piece of cat hair again. Hey, Ty, are you still on here? The piece is going to drive me nuts. Okay. So I don't know if you can see it or not. Oh, yeah, you can. But where you see those lines, that's where the wax is. And you can do as many spots or as little amount of spots as you want. I think when I saw people do chippy and they wanted different colors, what they did is they painted it the different colors, the base, the different colors. And then they did, like, for instance, if you wanted to do a red, white, and blue one, you do your red, white, and blue wherever you want it. And then you would put your wax on, paint it the last color, dry it, and then use your scraper and scrape it off. But that's how it was that I remember seeing it done. I knew I saw it done with more than one background color, but I couldn't remember right offhand how. And more than likely, it was probably Bobby Lynn from the Country Cowbell. It's possible it could have been someone else, but I've seen her do it more than anyone. Okay, so think since my paper, oh my goodness, since my paper is white, I think I'm gonna do cashew. Which probably shouldn't be surprising because I do like cashew. Oh, I do have a whole one. I was gonna say I'm getting low. Well, I'm getting under a half. So under a half for me is getting low. Either time must not be on here anymore or she's busy. One or the other. That's okay. I was just gonna show her something really quick. Last couple times I was there, I kept talking about asking her if she had something, and then when I tried to explain to her what it looked like, I couldn't think of how to describe it. Don't know why. It's not that hard to really describe, or it shouldn't be, but I guess I just couldn't think. So one of the main things that you have to watch is when you go to dry it, you don't want to have the heat tool too close to it because you will end up melting your wax. Now, there's two different ways of doing it. You can do it with wax, and then you can also do it with Vaseline. I think Bobby Lynn does it both ways, but we will see how this works. Like I said, this is my first time. But I really don't mind doing something for the first time more. I mean, that just kind of shows you guys when you try something for the first time, you know, I might make the same mistakes that you make. We all make mistakes at one point or another. If anyone on here isn't a member of the group yet, there's a group called Crafting Cousins Creations Craft Sharing Group, where you can share if you have a crafting page, you can share your lives on there. If you have a crafter that you like, that you watch, you can share their lives on there. If you are a crafter, even if you don't have a page, you can share any crafts that you make on there. So typically, the way it's supposed to be set up anyways is when you like the page and follow it, then you're supposed to automatically get an invite to the group. But um, if you started following the page before I created the group, then you may not have gotten that invite. So if you didn't get an invite or if you don't remember getting one, I can share the link. I've been meaning to share the link on the page, but I keep forgetting. So I'll share it on the page, and once you hit the button to join the group, then I do have to approve it. Then that way we can keep any unwanted people out. I think it just asks you if you agree to no bullying and stuff like that, I think is what it says, if I remember right. And honestly, even if you don't feel comfortable sharing your crafts on there, you might find a craft that someone else has made that inspires you to make something. And it may inspire you to make something that's not exactly like it, but similar. You never know. Something I've heard a lot of crafters say is they will look in or like they'll go online to certain websites and like stores, and they'll look through some of their decor items. And there's actually one crafter who does what she calls Nailed It Tuesday. Southern Craft Corner is the crafter's page. Her name's Alyssa, and she on Tuesdays, people will send in they will take like a screenshot of a craft, or not craft, of a item that they saw in a store or online that they liked, but it's like out of their price range, and they want to see how they can make it affordable or make their own version of it affordable. And she will go on and she will usually try and make it within like a $5 budget. And some of the crafts or some of the items that she's trying to duplicate are like, some of them are like $50 craft, or I keep calling them crafts, but like $50, $60 items, and she recreates some of them for $5. But it's something to think about. If you see something that a craft that, or an item in a store, and you really want it, but you don't want to pay that amount for it, think of ways that you can create it from home with just craft supplies. You never know. You might end up liking it even more than what you would have liked it if you bought it. And then you don't have to pay the high price for it. Like Hobby Lobby, they sell these firecrackers or whatever. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that word or not, but they sell them in like long blocks. They could actually pass for candles if you wanted them to. And they wanted like, I don't know, $10 or no. I think it was like $20 or $20 some for them a piece. And I made them out of Jenga blocks. And I kind of liked them the way that I made them out of Jenga blocks better than the store version. Okay, I'm going to try this. And no, I have another one. Oh, I had Vaseline there too. I don't know if the cocoa butter Vaseline does any difference than the regular, but I completely forgot. I went to Goodwill. It was a while back, and they had grapes, fake grapes, and you got all that, two different colors of grapes, and whatever that is, maybe a mango, for $3.99. I've had them for a while. I just kind of forgot. They were one of those things I just found. I wasn't looking for them. So you want to make sure it's completely dry before you try and scrape it. Oh, there it is. I didn't really worry about going around the edges because I decided to. I think I'm going to put nautical rope around the edges of it. But if you do it before, try and scrape it before your paint is dry, you're just going to end up smearing it. And then anyone who wasn't on here last night, I think it was last night. Yeah, it was last night. If you think of any like quick videos that you want me to make, showing you how to do certain things, feel free to put it in the comments or send me a message, and then I will get that made. And anyone who is a crafter with a crafting page, if you're wanting to find out how to download your lives from Facebook and then how to upload them to YouTube, go ahead and send me a message and I'll get that link to you because I did make that video. So it feels like it's dry. I know a lot of people like this scraper, but I don't know if I do. Okay, sounds good, Deborah. Yeah, I know some of you guys are in different time zones, so it's later in some places than others. Oh, that's fine, Ty. You probably were having to take care of your chickens. Or maybe not quite yet. It's not probably dark enough for them. Oh, Ty, if I can not drop things. These are what I was talking about for the cricket. I'm not sure if I just didn't put enough of it on, or if I didn't put enough of one of the paints or what. Yeah, this is one of the extra large scrapers. And then this one here just came from Dollar Tree. Yeah, anyone who has a Cricut, you can get this at Dollar Tree, this, that, and these. You can get all of those all at Dollar Tree. So if you lose them or you want extra, you can get them there. So that's how it's looking so far. Let me see if I can get any more off. One's awkward. I must have not put as much over here. But I can, oops, that went a little too deep. I can get to it though. I just have to. Of course, my nose itches when I'm doing something. Seems like it's always that way. And I might talk to Bobby Lynn or Sandra, or Cheryl may even know, and just make sure that I did actually do this right. But I know Sandra's done it before, but I think she said she didn't like how hers turned out as well as Bobby Lynn's, but I thought hers turned out cute. But you know, we're always harder on ourselves. It seems like. You mean what did I do to do this? Oh, okay, you missed a lot then, Ty. Okay, I'll give my hand a break a minute, and I'll tell you really quick. Okay, so did you see me paint this hazelnut? Did you see me paint this with hazelnut? I know I have to give you a minute to answer because it is sometimes delayed. Okay, so I started out with just one of those plain round circles from Dollar Tree that come with the hanger on it. Boy, I'm flaying things across the room. Then I had the hazelnut Waverly chalk paint. I put a coating of that on the whole thing. This candle, well, I dried it, and then this candle was one of the ones from Dollar Tree that come in a big packet. You can get them anywhere. And all I did was I took this and I rubbed it in certain spots on my board, just wherever I wanted the dark to come through. Then I took my cashew paint and I put cashew over the top of that. Then I dried it. Made sure it was dry completely. And then you take a scraper, which this one here kind of, well, you can see in the image that it has that edge for it to scrape better. The other two don't have it, and I had a harder time with it. I have this one, but it just is all flat. So all I did was I take this, and you go along the spots where you had your wax, and you just scrape it along. And this is what they call doing it. It's like a chippy paint is what it is. I might have done something a little wrong, but that's basically how you do it. I think I didn't have enough of the brown, but that's all right. This is the first time I've ever done this, so I have seen it done before, but I've never done it myself. Okay, maybe I'm using the scraper upside down. Kind of seems like it's working better this way. But yeah, any place that you put that wax, that's what's gonna help you scrape it up. And then people do use sometimes instead of the wax, I've seen some crafters use Vaseline. I think the only Vaseline I have is the one that's coconut butter flavored, or flavored, scented. But it would just have a little smell to it. I mean, who doesn't love coconut butter smell? I think is what is kind of making it look a little different is for some reason it also tried to crackle. And I don't know why. Unless something wasn't quite dry. But I was pretty sure that was completely dry before I did the next coat. That's the one thing I could think of, because it did try to look like, when I was drying the last coat, it did look like something that was trying to crackle. Okay, that is good for now. Just trying to get anything loose up. And honestly, some people might have an easier time than I did because I might not be quite strong enough. Because it's awkward to do with my right hand because I'm left-handed, and my left hand is weaker of the two, so. I was half expecting the dogs to start barking when I did that. So, I mean, it doesn't look as good as I wanted it to, but that's all right. That's what this one looks like so far. There you are. Why couldn't I find this? And it was behind my bottle of paint. Okay, so I'm going to do one other thing with this, because I want it to stand out more. So I'm going to take some of my distressed ink. And this one here is antique linen. And I'm just going around the outside of the cowl and just rubbing the paper or the pad onto the paper, just at an angle, so that that part that I tore gets a little darker. And then this way it stands out a little more, has a little border. Doesn't have to be perfect because I'm going to go over it with another color too. And this is not the first time that I've done it this way. It almost gives it a burnt look. Like if you burn letters on words, like if you do the Mod Podge that way where you burn it around the edges and in the middle and stuff, and you're doing it on like a word cutout or shape, then you can get that kind of burnt color around the edges. Well, you can make it look that way without having to actually do that. So I don't know how many of you can see, or if you can, the brown around the outside, but you'll see it more when I get the next layer on. I just like that lighter edge on, or edging on first, because then it shows up kind of beneath it. And I honestly probably won't even need to go with the next darker one. I can probably just leave it at this. This one's the Vintage Photo. And this one you should be able to see in the picture. In the video, whatever. You know, I took the pictures of those crafts from yesterday, but I don't think I ever posted them. I'll have to look when I get off here. I know I took them, but I don't remember posting them on the page. Pretty sure I didn't, because I think I took them this morning before I got ready for church. You can get these ink pads in the mini ones like this, or in the bigger ones too. I kind of like the mini ones just so that, you know, if you're not sure what colors you like, then you can get more of the colors, and then once you find out which ones you like the best, and if you want one of the bigger ones, then you can. But I kind of like doing it that way. Plus, I have one big one that I got from Goodwill, and it didn't seem to last very long, but I'm pretty sure it was new when I got it. It hadn't been used, but I don't know how old it is. So I'm not sure if they, like, dry out after so long, or... I still have it. I don't know if you can, like, re-moisten it or not. So I am going to just, like... Nah, you don't see it. Okay. So basically, for this one, I used the vintage photo and antique linen for the distress ink. I still don't know if you can actually see it. A little bit, maybe. Well, you can see it, I think, when I put it up there. Shoot. That hurt. I think I'm gonna have to have that surgery sooner than I want. Thank you, Tammy. So I'm going to put this down here, and I do want to put a word, but I'm not sure what I want up there. I do have Scrabble tiles, so I mean, we could do Moo, Farm Fresh. But first, I'm going to Mod Podge this on. Well, first I'm going to make sure that's completely dry. Oh, you know what? The reason this might look different in some spots is I might have melted. I think I probably did. I probably melted the wax. And if you melt the wax, then it's going to not scrape off good. Okay. So we're going to take Mod Podge. And a sponge. I'm just going to do a coat of Mod Podge over all of it just to seal it in. Okay. And then I see where my holes are, so I need to make sure that I line the cow up in the right spot. I'm not too worried about putting it on like extremely wet because, and I can do it wet or dry, either one with this. My Mod Podge where that's going to be. Okay. Now, any of these that have, especially the red pigment, make sure that if you do Mod Podge over it, that you probably use a spray because I have found and tied to have the same problem. The red will sometimes smear where the other colors won't. Okay, I'm gonna dry this, and then I'm gonna run the iron on around over it just to make sure that it's down good and that the wrinkles are out. Now, if you had like a, honestly, you wouldn't have to do it even chippy if you were going to do it that way. But if you had a cow print or something, you could do just white with brown spots, and that would look cute too for a cow. Or you could do white and brown, or anything like that would be cute. And then I don't know if Hobby Lobby still has it, but I'm sure you can find it on Amazon. They had some cute black and white cow print ribbon that was really, really cute. I didn't get any because I wasn't into cows at the time. I didn't realize how much I loved the cow stuff. I should share. I need to find the exact name of the place. There are 2 different places that you can get ribbon at very good deals. And like large amounts for a lot more reasonable than like Hobby Lobby or Michael's, unless they're having like a really, really good sale. But this other place, they do have sales too, and that makes it even better, but you get a lot more for your value than at a regular place. I actually found the place through another crafter. Actually, I think it was that one I was telling you about that has the Nailed It Tuesdays where she does those crafts. Kind of pulled up a little of it, the paint, but that's okay. Because that just revealed a little more of my color I wanted. So that worked good, actually. That was kind of one of those things that you call a happy accident. I don't recommend doing it after you have the image on there, but and definitely not going towards the actual board or actual paper. I'm not going to go all the way around I'm just gonna get a couple little spots here. Okay. Okay. Let me see something really quick here. Oh, there it is. Oh my goodness, I think I slept wrong. So I'll hold it up there for a minute for you guys to see. I'm like, am I even holding it up with the correct direction? There we go. Okay, so thank you, Tammy. Thanks, Ty. So I want to find or decide on a word to put on it. So I'm trying to think here really quick on what would be good. We're only going to do this one tonight. So let me see here. Thank you, Wanda. So I'm just trying to decide on what word I want to put up here. Right up here at the top. I mean, I could put moo. Could do farm fresh. This one's cute. I'll have to do this one with my Cricut at some point if I have the correct color vinyl, but not tonight. There's one on my Cricut that says red, white, and moo. And it's a Highland cow with sunglasses on. And one side of the sunglasses are the blue with the white stars, and then the other side is the red and white stripes. It's so stinking cute. So let's see. I've got Scrabble letters. Oh goodness, I'm covered in the paint scrapings. Oh goodness. That air conditioner is blowing on my legs. It's cold. Okay, so those are clearly Easter since that says hop and jelly beans. This one's fall. Okay, so for words, I have, what's in here? These came from Hobby Lobby. That says hope, that says family, that says hope. Love, blessed, hope, blessed. Welcome, hello. Coffee doesn't make sense with this one. Gather. Okay. Too big, I think. Okay. So there is this little welcome. Sorry, I had to make sure Callie wasn't having a seizure. She was over there making weird noises. This one says hello. It's really small. That one says welcome. It's also smaller. This one says home, but it's bigger, which doesn't necessarily look horrible. It does stick up off a little bit up here, but that's not a huge deal. And then this one says farm fresh. Or we have Scrabble patterns. And we could spell some. Just trying to think. Anything else in here? It is a patriotic one. Cow. So, I mean, technically, July 4th would work. Trying to see where to put it. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong camera. Okay. So yeah, I mean, technically, the July 4th fits on there. You think the July 4th tag? And it is the right color. It does stand out. I kind of forgot I had that one. Yeah. Okay. Let me put these away. I like that color too. For the event that I was in, I actually painted the word I used it at the moment, I can't even think what the heck that was. This came from Hobby Lobby, and it came in a set of red, white, and blue words, and each word was a different color. And so this one originally came this color, but one of the others didn't, and it was white already, and so I was putting it on a white picket fence. So I went ahead and I painted it the crimson one. But this one is the perfect color. So I'm going to use the Type Bond Quick and Thick, because as Ty knows, there's no way on earth I'm going to get this on here and get all the glue all the way around it without the glue drying. And honestly, I don't know if anyone actually could without it drying. And not injuring yourself in the process. So yeah, this is the only one I'm going to do tonight because I want to work on some of those videos. And Ty, did you have a chance to click on that link I sent you? Okay, you did the joined it or whatever. I'll have to go in there and approve it. You would think since I sent the invite that I wouldn't have to approve it, but I'm pretty sure I still do. Pending. Okay. So if anyone wants to join the group, I will post it in the comments, and then I'll post the link to it on the page. And also, if you happen to see anyone on here in a page, which I don't think there is tonight, definitely make sure to check and see if you're following them or not, because they're all amazing crafters. And they're all working on trying to grow their page. I don't think I saw a Raven come on tonight. She might have been busy. but she's trying to meet her goal to 1,000 followers, which is currently she's at 600 something, and I think this page reached. I want to say this page reached 780 today or yesterday. It was so funny. I was at church today, and we were having our normal potluck that we always have at the last day of the month, the last Sunday of the month. And it was so funny because I was sitting there next to the pastor's wife, and this one lady who I've known for years walked up to her, and she's like, she was talking to the pastor's wife, and she said, I think she said 57 or 58 or something like that. And I looked at her like, 58 what? And then finally I'm like, it clicked in my head, and I was about to say 58 what, but I thought it in my head, and then I remembered, oh, you're talking about people that came today. And she's like, yeah. She's like, as soon as I said that and I saw the look on your face, I could tell that you were trying to think, okay, what is she talking about? But yeah, we had 50, I think it was 58 people at church today. We're a small church. And honestly, I mean, it's not even in the town that I live. I've never lived in that town, but the majority of the people don't live in that town that go there. I think only a few people that live in that town go there, or just some live like right outside of town, but so I smoothed it out with my finger to try and keep it from oozing out too much. But if it oozes out a little bit, which it is, I can always go back with a Q-tip, which I should keep some Q-tips in here because those are great to I think I do have some of the long ones. But I'm not entirely sure. I know they're in that drawer, but I think I'll knock something over if I pull it out. But anyways, I can always clean it up later, and it doesn't really matter actually because that's gonna dry clear. And that was Titebond Quick and Thick. You can get it at Walmart or Amazon. I think at Walmart it's like $3 something. So that's what we have so far. And then I only have 2 other things that I'm doing to it. Oh, and Ty, you probably didn't see these either, and I didn't take them out of the bag, so I'll take them out really quick. No, I'm not laying real grapes on the thing, Ty, just to let you know. I got these at Goodwill. And they really look like grapes. What is this? A mango? Or a peach or a pear? Mango pear? What is this? It's nothing I eat. I can tell you that much. Any idea what this is? It's a fruit. I know that much. Maybe a pear? Okay, pear. I was gonna say, I don't buy them peeled. Or unpeeled. I buy them in a can. Oh my gosh. These all came from Goodwill for $3.99. So yeah, they have these. And then it came with 2 sets of these grape ones. And you can squish them. They're squishy like a actual grape. These would be so cute on a craft, and I don't know what I want to do with them yet, but they're adorable. I'll find something fun to do. They are very realistic. You would never know that they weren't real. I could have probably just sat them here and you would have wondered, why does she have grapes sitting on the desk? In a crafting room, nevertheless. Okay, put those away. Are you the thin one? Is the question. Okay, so I was going to put some nautical rope around the board. Yeah, I don't think that one's too thick. I was gonna say, should I do a thinner one, but I think this one's fine. And it doesn't need a bow or anything. I mean, it's already got a little bow there. That is just so stinking cute. Okay. And yeah, you fell off. Poop. I'm gonna do this. With any luck, it will heat up really quick for me. See, this is why I don't like plugging that into the bottom because, and I'm not going to, because it's too awkward to sit down. When they made that, they didn't make it well. They didn't make it to where it was easy to use. Okay. Let me move my mouse. And I need to... Yeah, I was going to do some of the videos last night, but I had to work on... I type up the music for the songs for Sunday for church, and I put them in a PowerPoint and add images, and then the pastor adds his slides for his sermon. And then that way, you know, anyone can just like write down what scriptures he's talking about, and you don't have to try and think really quickly and say, oh, well, what one did he say? Because it's up there on the screen, and so people can copy it easy. And if you don't happen to be bringing a Bible, then you have the Bible verses up there. So it comes in handy. And I was helping him with the website when COVID and everything started, and he was doing the sermon that way. And then when church service started up again, we weren't allowed to use books, and so we started the PowerPoint. And we've just never switched back because the majority of people like that better. And the ones that have a harder time seeing can read the PowerPoint better than they can the words in the book. So that helps too. But I was finishing up on that and making any changes needed to be made, and then I fell asleep for a little while, and Oh, and I need to add that to the website too. The pastor uploads his service. He records it on his phone, and then we upload it to YouTube each week. And he doesn't do the live recording because that town is even smaller than the town I live in. And there's not the greatest internet signal, and we couldn't get it hooked up to the library's Wi-Fi. I mean, they gave him the information and stuff, but I don't know. We couldn't get it working right, so we wouldn't really trust getting a good enough signal to do it that way. And I'm pretty sure he deleted the Facebook account for the church because someone kept trying to. They were sending people messages pretending to be from the church, asking for money. And they did that. They created a fake account in his name and his wife's name a couple times and tried to do the same thing. So they kind of don't feel comfortable doing that on Facebook, which I don't blame them. When they do that, it's not right. And I mean, the way we're doing it now, it works fine. Except sometimes the video gets screwed up once in a while, but it's a YouTube issue, not really a recording issue, because I can download it off of YouTube onto my phone or computer and it plays fine, but then when you re-upload it to YouTube, it screws up, so it's hard telling why it does that, but it doesn't do it every time. Oops. But anyways, I was doing that last night and got distracted. I didn't even turn the TV on last night. Okay, so we're getting there. This is a little slower because of the fact that I have to use this big one since the other one's not quite charged yet. Looks like it might be getting ready, but I'm getting close to being done. It is nice to have the thinner ones, tipped ones, because you can get less out at one time. And for some projects, that's good, but some you do need the bigger ones. Oh, my nose. Of course, when you're doing something, that's when your nose is going to itch. Okay. So I wanted to kind of finish up with some of the patriotic crafts that I wanted to do. I probably won't do them like right up to 4th of July. I might start on something else. I do have like a nautical one that I want to do. Kind of like I did the one with the flags and watermelons. I want to do it on a. I was gonna do it on a box frame, but this one I think it would cover too much around the edge up, and so I think I'll do it on a flat canvas like I did that last one. And then just use the paint stir sticks on the edges. Okay, so I'm going to cut this. Okay, and then this is trying to kind of separate, so I'm just going to throw in a little bit of glue here and there inside of the strands, and I am not touching that without a finger protector, that's for darn sure. Sometimes you have to do that with the edges because they do like to fray, so you could technically do that before or after you put it on. Sometimes, like this one, I've actually was able to get it together to where you kind of can't even see where the two connect. So we only have one other thing to do, and that's the hanger. With that, I do need to stand up. So I need to get to Thank you, Tammy. Okay, so we have several options. We have those kind of lighter brown beads. You've got this red, which isn't quite the same color red as that, but it does match the red in the cow's bow. Then we have white, We've got these brown ones, and then we have some black ones. So we do have some options here. Okay, so let's take a look here really quick. For that long glue string. Okay, I'm going to leave it a little hairy. Still have the rope that it came with. And I'm hitting buttons. Yeah, the cow has white, so we could do white. Because there is a lot of brown in it. There was a chunk of glue on the back. Okay, so let's see. How long is this cord? I don't remember. Can you possibly use the one that it came with? Well, I don't know if I want to use that one or not. I might put my own in. I don't think I quite like it. See a second. Yeah, it's not long enough. And doing it the way that this board is made to do it, it's going to make it hang different. So I do need to do a little different hole really quick. Just a minute. So I'm just doing a little bit bigger hole. Oh, okay. Yeah, you can get those bead threaders from Amazon, and you usually end up getting quite a few in a package. So all I did was just punched a little bit bigger hole. Oh, I've been cleaning. So I'm gonna grab my twine. And that was just my crocodile that I was using. So all I'm doing is to make it look a little, I don't know, more decorative. You can definitely find some that were longer than these, but what I did was I took these, what are they called, Ty? Did it say on here? No, just this 4mm hole mix. Whatever the heck these things are called. I don't know. Ty's gonna have to tell you. Rivet. Okay, that's the word. So, I took them. They didn't go quite all the way through, but it did punch it in. So that it kind of, that sounds right. It fills in that hole so you don't just have this really ugly hole. So I just put those one in each side. Why was I trying to put that away? Just so it gives it a little different look. I'm kind of thinking. Yeah, I think I want that one. I've heard that word before too. Yeah, they don't really stay. And I don't know if you bought these for me or if I bought them, but they're bigger than the hole that I have. So I'm going to have to get another punch that has one that's a little bigger than that. Oh, okay, a rivet. So I kind of wanted the thicker, yeah, I know it does two different sizes, but those other ones are bigger than both of the sizes for some reason. I didn't think there was another size, but the biggest one, which is the size that I punched that with, is not big enough hole for those for some odd reason. These are quite a bit bigger for some odd reason. This one does an 1/8 and 3/16. So I'm not sure if there's another one that's a little bit bigger. I want to say I bought that one, but I don't remember. Of course, now my ear itches. I wanted to use them on something the other day because they have they're little flowers. And so I thought, oh, those would be adorable. And I tried and I couldn't fit it in there because it was not big enough of a hole. Maybe, I don't know, they say leather, 100-piece aluminum, and then it doesn't say the rest of the word, and then something that starts with an M and ends with an E, and then it says leather craft. So maybe there's a separate one that's a little bigger for leather. I don't know. I don't know. I know I can't use the bead threader for this because this one's too thick. And it's too thick for tape to go around it too. That's okay. It's working. 2, 4, 6, 8. Thank you for everyone who's hanging in there with me. I'm not sure when yet. We haven't set a date to do it, but now I'm drawing a blank at her name. Page name. Raven? That was in the live yesterday. I would know her page name after seeing it a few more times, but I cannot think off the top of my head. See. Tier or something, yeah. We were talking and we are going to do a live at some point together. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. We just haven't decided when yet. She was asking, like, what time of day is the best, where there's not a lot of crafters on, but it kind of depends on, like, the day, I think. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. I haven't even paid attention if there's anyone on YouTube. It says one watching, but it said one watching last time. And I think it's counting me. I think I'm the one person watching. I'm not sure why it would be counting me, though, but it says one person watching, and in participants section it says just me, so I don't know. I'm not used to YouTube yet. And honestly, I only have 5 people on YouTube, so. So if any of you have a YouTube account, I would appreciate if you would go over to that and subscribe to that and share the video on there, which I'm not entirely sure how you do that even. I'm mingling my stream. Every so often, I just have to cut a little more off. Tried doing the tape, but it didn't want to cooperate. Maybe a little smaller piece. And then, 2, hold on, 4, 6, 8, 10. Wait. 2, 4, 6. Okay, I want to see how this looks. No, I was kind of thinking of putting the knots. 2, 4, 6. Oh, they don't work too bad in the front. Okay, so I can do some more beads. That's how it's looking so far. Oh, hey, Sandra. So I tried to do the chippy look for the first time. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Hold on. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Yeah, I saw it here and I thought, well, I'm gonna try. 2, 4, 6. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 14, 16. Okay, can I not count today? 2, 4, 6, 8. 16, 17, 18, 20. One more. Okay. Yeah, I was going through my printables and trying to think, okay, which ones do I want to use? And I wanted to get some more patriotic ones done. And so I had this one sitting out, and I thought, well, I'll just go ahead and craft with that one today. Okay, clearly I did not have that one pulled in all the way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I lost 2. Okay. I am going to tape this. That is the only way I'm getting that. Okay. Okay, so I think I'm going to hold on to that this time. Okay, so that one's tied. I can't quite see yet, but just a minute. Just want to make sure I have that tight so I don't like let go of it and then have it all go flying everywhere again. Okay. So I don't know if I did it exactly right, Sandra, because this is my very first time doing chippy paint. But I painted the whole thing first with was it hazelnut? Yeah, hazelnut paint. And then I did dried it, used the candle wax, and then I put cashew over the top of that and then scraped it. But yeah, that was my very first time doing that. But I think it turned out cute. And then these words came from, this one here came from Hobby Lobby. Thank you, Tammy. Thank you, Sandra. I love it. And then around the cow, I did the water pen thing to tear the cow. And then I used distressed ink pads in, first I did the antique linen and I went around it first. And then I went around it with vintage photo as well. And it makes it look like you kind of burned the edges. But I love how that turned out. It's adorable. That's all I'm going to do tonight because I'm going to work on getting some of those videos made. And then I need to see if I can get in touch with Raven again because we were discussing when we wanted to go live together. And Sandra, if you want to do a live together at some point, just go ahead and send me a message. I'm not sure when I'm going to do another one with Cheryl. But I'll try and post ahead of time so everyone knows. Kind of like I did with Cheryl, we posted it a little ahead of time. But anyways, that's all I'm doing for tonight, and I hope you all enjoy the rest of your evening. Thanks for joining me. Bye.